Hello Slapafish community, welcome back to another one of this called video. So in this video, I'm going to bring in a special gameplay for you. And this is me in my American Tier 8 tank, heavily armored tank destroyer, the XM57. I actually decently like this tank. And you're going to see this tank get shown off pretty nicely. And yes, this is my replay. And yeah. So, we're on Pearl River Encounter. Now this tank does 630 damage per shot, and it's especially at tier 6 and 8 to 6, and specking at 6, 630 damage, that's almost all of the hit points or one shot. So yeah, it hits hard and it hurts. Tank has really good armor, and also has a fully, a good traversable turret. As you can see, I'm leaning pretty far to the right and stuff like that. The armor is pretty good. The turret armor is 305 millimeters. The gun compression is 7 degrees, and honestly, the mobility is not as bad as you would think for being such a heavily armored tank. Going 35 kilometers with a 13.5 horsepower per ton, and the accuracy is okay at actually pretty terrible at 0.43, but you would expect for a 155 at tier 8. Now, right now in Pearl River, I'm just going to be sniping, and we're just going to be sniping and see if we can find some targets. Right now, we're down on hit points, but that's fine, as my first shot misses on the T-3485, showing you the bad accuracy of the XM57. Now, you're going to have to sit around for a long time for this matchup, because this one, it's a really nice one. And probably, as you see, I just tracked the IS. The accuracy is not that good on this tank. Before I get to what I was going to talk about, the best way to play this tank is not sniping like I am, but more of a mid-range sniper of this tank. So you can use that decently good armor, because you have a weak point on your lower plate, and also you have bad accuracy, so mid-range would be really nice. Be able to hide your lower plate, and mid-range is just nice. Not right there the heavy tanks, but a little bit farther back. And not back here with the tank destroyers where I'm at. So the reason why I say that is because you had bad accuracy, and you really want to save your armor and hit points until the very end of the match. Which is exactly what I'm going to do in this gameplay, and it's really going to help me, as I'm going to do a Call of Balance medal. And I bounce off that tank. Was that a spoiler? Not really, because I kind of put it in the title and thumbnail, but it's fine. But you're going to see how that happened. Like, it's 11v10, 48 to 46%. We have the base. There's about 20 seconds on the cap circle. And it's like, how did we lose this? How did we almost get a defeat? It was like 10 seconds on the cap circle. The enemy team did manage to reset at about 10 seconds. And as you can see, our team is just kind of crumbling. And you're really seeing in this replay the bad accuracy of this tank. But don't let that get you down on this tank. The tank is really nice, really nicely armored. And that alpha just makes for it. When you finally actually hit shots, it just feels really, really nice. And yeah, I've only hit 2 shots, but that's fine. We're gonna make up for it later. Here's an IS-22. See if I can hit it, and boom. 676. Almost half of that tier 8 heavy tank gone like that. So, we've lost pretty much half of our hit points in the past, what, 2 minutes? We went from 46 to 23 hit points very, very quickly. Now it's a 5v7 in the enemy's favor. 4v7, 19 to 30% hit points. And yeah, it's not looking good for us. 3v7, 17 to 29% hit points. Not looking good. And the enemy team has the base. It is now 2v7. And now we have a tank destroyer. It's just me and the artillery versus the entire team. There's a full health tank. There's a tank destroyer behind me. So what I'm going to do, easily take out the Hellcat 105. Also, I gotta remember, there is artillery in this game, so I really need to remember that. I am going to protect myself from artillery. I don't really know where artillery is. I get immediately pinned by a Brass, I think that was. I go for the Leo and miss. Bad accuracy, again showing its hand. And I get pinned from the side, because I'm starting to get shot at multiple different angles. And I'm going to load premium to go through the frontal armor of the IS-22 because I know the armor's not that good. And we go into a 1v5 situation. Let's see how I pull myself out of this. Okay. So we're in a 1v5. I get shot, artillery fired. I go in, I kill the Leo. The Brass is still undetected. The Brass could easily, maybe easily win this. Especially if it stays pretty far back. And stuff like that. Now, I see the tank destroyer heading backwards, heading that way. Artillery finally gets a beat on me. I finally spot the Brass. I go for a snapshot and kill the Brass. Finally, my bad accuracy gives me a break and lets me kill a very dangerous tank. So nice. I get spotted. Oh look, a full health BC-176. I set him on fire. My RNG has literally turned around. From me missing all those shells to me hitting that Brass with that snapshot and lighting the BC-176 on fire. Now, I am very scared right now because I know that tank destroyer is coming up behind me. So, luckily for me, the BC-176 is firing AP instead of high explosive, and he's going to ram me, and it does almost nothing. And well, it leaves him on 8 hit points. I'm going to fire, and I'm very scared about that tank destroyer. I don't know where it is. I know it's coming up behind me, and I was hoping it would not come up behind me. And there it is. It fires 28 per time. He has the rate of fire. He could aim for my weak point. He's going to actually drive through this building, which immediately gets me to get the kill on the T-28 prototype. Now, one tank left. 1v5 is over. It's 1 versus 1. It's me versus the artillery. I've got 7 kills, 4,386 damage. Now, the question is, where is the artillery? We got 7 minutes on the timer. Where is it? Well, I'm going to do y'all a favor. I'm actually going to pause it, and I'm going to show y'all the end of the battle. Alright, so we're here about 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes? I don't know. Anyway, and I had traveled a long way to find this artillery. Could not find this artillery. Now, I'm going to go cap because it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds to cap. I was very worried I wouldn't. Oh, it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds to cap. I was very worried I wasn't going to make here in time, so I was going to be here. So I'm digging myself into a position where artillery cannot blind fire me. And if artillery comes up, if it comes out in the open, I'll figure out where it is. And there is artillery right here. It's 51. Terrible gun depression. I am lowered down. I'd load a high explosive earlier because I know I could one-shot the artillery. The artillery has terrible gun depression, and that's why I hit under the ridge line, lower in the part, and I couldn't get blind fired. So that earned me 160,000, 5,186 damage, 8 kills, 1v5 in the XM57. Such a nice tank when it actually hits. Mid-range TD, love it, fantastic. What a great, that round was so fun, and I really hope y'all enjoyed this video because I definitely enjoyed playing that game. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember to Slapafish because wars not, and peace out. See ya.